yeah, it's your boy eBay Fight Predictions in the building. And this is your Rob Font versus Adrian Yanez breakdown. I love this fight. This is a phenomenal fight in the bantamweight division. Both guys are more boxing-centric kind of fighters. So we're going to get a pretty good stand-up fight. Both guys can grapple, though, a little bit. Both guys are well-rounded fighters, I would say, but they like to throw them hands. Obviously, Rob Font is on a bit of a slide, and, you know, he's kind of gatekeeping right now. And Adrian Yanez, the new prospect, the new kid in town, they might call him the Masvidal of 135. And we also got Masvidal in the co-main event. So it's interesting how they both put him on this card. But nonetheless, they got the new kid fighting the old guy, Robbie Font. And we're going to see if Adrian Yanez has the best hands in the weight class, and it's going to be a good test. So yeah, but I like this fight. I like this fight for Rob Font. I like Yanez. He's a good fighter, but I think this is a little too soon for him. He's 29 years old, but momentum-wise, when you compare these guys' resumes, they're just not on the same level, and what both these guys have accomplished. But besides that, let's talk about the stats. Rob Font comes with a record of 19-6, fighting out of Boston, Massachusetts, 835, height of 5'8", and reach 71. Adrian Yanez, 16-3, really good record, fighting out of Houston, Texas, age 29, a height of 5'7", and reach 70. So one of the big things I noticed, the age, 29 years old to 35. For a 135er to be 35 years old, it's not the best look in the world. It's just not. It's something that just tells me that you're kind of stuck there. But yeah, it is what it is at the end of the day. There's nothing we can do about it. That's how old he is. And for Yanez, he's going into his prime. Those are prime years. Those are years where you're like, wow, okay, we're ready to roll. You know what I'm saying? And ready to really make it. But yeah, like I was saying before, the resumes just aren't on the same level. So Yanez, his best win is against Davy Grant. I think that would be his best opponent. But yeah, let's look at this resume. He has a loss to Miles Johns via split decision. He lost to Domingo Palarato, which isn't the greatest loss in the world to have. And he lost to Levi Moaz, and these were all by decision, all pre-UFC, but against some UFC fighters. But in the UFC, he has fought, Victor Rodriguez. He's a nobody. Gustavo Lopez. Gustavo's all right, but again, a nobody. No disrespect. Randy Costa has a lot of great potential. And then in that fight, in that Randy Costa fight, Randy was lighting him up with that jab. In that first round, was jabbing him up, was just piecing him up bad. And then obviously, Yanez found those body shots and really hurt him with that last uppercut. Beautiful combo. Again, Yanez, awesome boxing. And that's one thing I'll give the kid. His boxing so cool and it's slick. And I like how he's in your face and he gets out when he needs to and he gets right back in your face. You know, he's inside the pocket, outside the pocket for his defense and his offense. Right? His offense will be all pocket shots. And for his defense, he's getting out. He's very, very, very light on his feet, very bouncy on his feet. So he's always in and out. And I like that about him. And he was able to use it against Gustavo Lopez and Randy Costa, but Randy Costa had a lot of success against him. In the Davy Grant fight, Davy was punching a lot of shoulders, and I felt like Yanez did a good job of rolling with the shots, right? So he did a good job there. But Davy didn't look bad in there. And there's an argument that you could say, all right, Davy might have won that fight because both those guys really didn't do much in there. And that was the issue going into that matchup. And Davy's obviously a good fighter, just beat Rafael Sansao. He's tough, has a win over Marlon Vera. He's a tough guy. So beating Davy Grant's a good win because he's really, really tough. But he didn't look spectacular against Grant. He looked somewhat subpar. But against Tony Kelly, he looked fucking phenomenal. That was a beautiful KO. A lot of trash talk going into that fight, and for him to finish Tony Kelly the way he finished Tony Kelly was just amazing. And it was a good finish. I give him that. It was a really spectacular finish. But yeah, so his resume: Tony Kelly, Davy Grant, Randy Costa. And Randy Costa, yeah, he's a good talent. I will always say that, but just look at his last few fights. He's getting beat by Guido Canetti, fucking Tony Kelly, right? He just hasn't been living up to his potential. And really, ever since that Yanez fight, hasn't won a fight. So, it is what it is, but nothing special. Now, Rob Font, on the other hand, has fought a who's of the division, win or lose. And the guy has fought some really, really legitimate guys, right? He's coming off a loss to Marlon Vera. Jose Aldo has wins over Cody Garbrandt, Marlon Moraes, Ricky Simón, and Sergio Pettis. Now, Ricky Simón and Sergio Pettis are the ones that are more impressive than the Cody Garbrandt, Marlon Moraes ones, even though Marlon and the Cody Garbrandt wins are probably what got him to his highest popularity that he's ever going to get. And yeah, I mean, Marlon, top 5 guy when he knocked him out. Cody Garbrandt, top 5 guy when he beat him. And he showed a beautiful jab against both guys, and was just attacking them. Against Ricky Simón, he showed great takedown defense, even a good takedown of his own, and just better boxing than him. And then against Sergio Pettis, who's the current fucking champion of the copyright organization of Bellator, I haven't let that one go. Jabbed Sergio Pettis to death. A lot of people forget those guys even fought, and he whooped the shit out of Sergio, made Sergio look really, really bad. He has losses to Rafael Sansel, Pedro Munoz, John Lineker, so guys like that. But besides that, wins over Max Schnell, Douglas Silva de Andrade, Thomas Almeida knocked him out. The guy is legit dude, and he is somebody to look forward to. And yeah, so in his losses against Aldo and Vera, he just kind of got caught, in my humble opinion, where he got caught with some beautiful shots. But he had way better output than both those guys, and just crazy stat numbers. But he just gets caught in these weird situations. And they hit him with some good shots, and he's a little chinnier, I would say, right now in his career. And yeah, Yanez can really hurt him when you look at shit like that. But I just feel like they both can be each other's kryptonite, because yeah, Giannis might have the power advantage, and he might be the younger guy, and he has youth on his side and maybe durability on his side, but the experience of Rob Font, the top 5 experience of Rob Font, the high level experience of Rob Font, the 5-round experience of Rob Font, even though these guys are in a 3-round fight, just that maturity of being in those moments and in that spotlight, it just makes me swing towards Rob Font. Yeah, can Giannis go out there and touch him up and knock him out? Yeah, he can. But I truly believe deep down in my heart, I think Rob Font will jab this kid up and fucking beat this kid fucking goddamn 30-27, maybe finish him in that 3rd round. Rob Font is better than this Wish Masvidal fucking Adrian Yanez motherfucker, alright? Okay? I like Giannis. He's a good kid, but Rob Font's getting a lot of disrespect, and I think he's gonna show motherfuckers he ain't done yet. All right, it's gonna take a lot more than Mr. fucking I just beat Randy Costa and Davey Grant and Tony Kelly, and that's all I can show for Giannis ass to fucking beat Rob Font. It ain't happening today, and it ain't ever gonna happen. I got Rob Font by decision. Hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown. Go follow me on my Instagram and like and comment. Let's get this eBay Fight Prediction Nation going. Love y'all and goodbye.